Hello everybody. Here I am doing this live for a very important question. Now, was it an important question or was it an important doubt? Because people, when I give a slogan, Corona ho ya cancer, we have the answer. Means, let it be a coronavirus or let it be a cancer. Advanced health means we have the answer. So when I released this slogan, there was a lot of response from people and a lot of questions as well. How can somebody say that let it be virus or let it be cancer, and we have the answer? Now I understand that it is a bold claim, right? It is a bold claim, but let me tell you, it is not a false claim, and for the very simple reason that this is actually the truth, the absolute truth. What I am saying, corona or cancer, we have the answer. And today I will explain you why we say that, how we say that, and what the reason behind we saying that. So stay tuned till last, and you will understand what do you mean by the real treatment, and how can advanced health or one single brand have an answer from corona to cancer. Because till now we have understood, there should be a vaccine. Vaccination company can probably have answer for almost everything. It can come with a cancer vaccine, or it can come with a corona vaccine, or it can come with a measles vaccine, and then they are also researching on diabetes vaccine, and they probably will research on the vaccine for heart disease and vaccine for everything. Let me tell you, this is never ever going to happen. This is never ever going to happen. These are the researches going on. But for example, for diabetes, how can the vaccine come? Because it is not a single factorial. If you think about coronavirus, the vaccine can come because people know it is a coronavirus, this strain which is causing the coronavirus infection. Now, in such case, you can develop a vaccine for that coronavirus, or probably swine flu, or probably bird flu. You can come up with a vaccine. But in cases of cancer, or diabetes, or heart disease, or hypertension, or a motor neuron disease, or ankylosing spondylitis, these are the completely different kind of illnesses. They are lifestyle disorders. And these lifestyle disorders actually do not have anything to do with the infection, or even they are not related to one single factor causing it. So if there is no single factor causing it, how can you develop a vaccine? Right? So vaccines cannot come for these diseases, and these are the main dangers of nowadays. Coronavirus right now is the main danger, right? It is going all over the world. It is creating terror among the whole of the global population. But actually speaking, just before 1 month and after 2, 3, 4 months, coronavirus will be almost non-existent. Right? So let us speak about coronavirus first, and then we will speak about coronavirus to cancer. We have the answer. Mr. Steve, thank you for being so caring. Yeah, brother, thank you. But I am not driving. I have a driver who is driving, and I am just talking to you. And so I am not at risk. But thanks for your concern. I loved it. Thank you, Steve. So coronavirus, people are thinking a lot about coronavirus. They are in state of fear and panic. And for this fear and panic, I also released the slogan, don't fear, don't panic is the best tonic. Yes, don't fear, don't panic is the best tonic. So I will prove these two in this video itself. So if you are in a fear and a panic, any infection, absolutely any infection or absolutely any disease is going to be double or triple in its intensity, and it will create more problems for you. Right? So now coming to the coronavirus infection. See, coronavirus started from the Wuhan city in China. Now there are a lot of doubts and a lot of suspicion about why and how coronavirus started. Now, if there's a lot of doubt and suspicion about why coronavirus started, let me give you a clue. It is just a clue. I am not just giving a stamp over it, but a lot of news are coming up that there is the biggest lab, virology lab in Wuhan city in China. It is the biggest virology lab, one of the biggest virology lab. And there were some biological experiments being done, virological experiments being done, and these these biological and virological experiments actually probably were preparing a strain, experimenting with preparing a strain of coronavirus. I don't know the purpose. I don't know the purpose because viruses do not usually solve any good purpose except in some case of vaccine. And there was no question of preparing a coronavirus vaccine if there is no coronavirus outbreak. I'm sure you must be thinking something around. Even I have same doubts, which I will not speak on the video. But why this coronavirus strain was prepared, we don't know. Whether it was a preparation for a biological war, or even some people are saying that China wanted to control its own population by releasing these kind of viruses. I don't know. I can't believe any country can do this. Let me clearly tell you, I can't believe any country can create a virus to kill its own people just to reduce the population. I don't know. I don't know about China, but for me, it is a less likely. So the final thing is that it was Wuhan from where coronavirus started, and there is a viral lab in Wuhan. They were doing some experiments on the coronavirus, and somehow coronavirus started leaked from that virology lab and spread to the Wuhan city, then to cities around, then to all over the world. Yes, whole world is facing the dangers of coronavirus. But then the question is, what is the best solution? See, a lot of people are talking about, okay, these are the symptoms, signs and symptoms. Everybody knows that running nose, cough, coryza, upper respiratory infection, sore throat, a fever from mild to high grade, these are the usual symptoms. And if it gets severe, there can be severe body ache, a high grade fever, plus there can be kidney damage, cardiac damage, and liver damage. And the blood cells will go down, platelets will go down, white blood cells will go down, and now this carries a major risk, and finally it can lead to respiratory failure by ending into SARS, sudden acute respiratory syndrome, or MERS. So now and then they will need a ventilator and may cause death. So just 2 minutes and all the symptoms are done. So is it risky? Yes, it is risky. But is it so risky as the people are thinking? No. Let me assure you here, most of the coronavirus strains are not very risky. They are not very risky. The symptoms range from mild, moderate, severe. So mild, obviously we won't take life. Moderate will give some trouble, but definitely not life-threatening. Severe, here we need to be careful because this can actually take life. And now coronavirus have actually reached India. Latest news yesterday itself, no, today morning, I saw that at the hundreds of places there have been found the coronavirus patients scattered and suspected coronavirus symptoms, and now they have been sent for testing. So we cannot just wait for the test and then be the alert. So let us be alert right now. So take your own precautions. I have posted a video on what precautions to take, how to take, what is the treatment, prevention and cure for coronavirus, and also a separate video on how to wear mask. So you can use those videos to take the best precaution. You can just check it on my Facebook and YouTube and you will get those videos. So YouTube, it will be easy to find. Type Dr.Ravi Vairagade coronavirus and you will get all the videos about coronavirus which I have posted. So that will solve the corona. It is going to tell you everything about coronavirus just in 3 or 4 videos, right? But the question is, what is the solution? I have talked about the solution in those videos, but I will repeat it here because this is the question which I have to answer. How can advanced health have an answer from corona to cancer? See, coronavirus, the best solution, best protection for coronavirus is actually not some medicine, not some pills, not some injections. It is actually developing your immunity. Even if you right now go to city of Wuhan, everybody in Wuhan is not infected. Even if you go to China right now, everybody in China is not also not infected. Now in Wuhan and China, everybody is not getting infected. Tell me what is the reason? And the very, very simple reason is, although coronavirus is actually not a good virus or not a simple virus either, but still it is not affecting everybody. My question is, why it is not affecting everybody? Simple question, but a deep answer and a deep meaning to it. If coronavirus, even in the city of Wuhan, is not affecting few people and not affecting many people and infecting only some people, just imagine it. What does it need in the person to get infected by coronavirus? So what is needed? What is necessity for coronavirus to show its infection? Yes, Mr. Guru Prasad, 3 patients tested positive in Kerala and then 1 in Nagpur, and they are scattered in different places, and possibly some news says, I am not sure about it, I have not confirmed myself, but some news says there are 100 people at least in India who are almost on the verge of coronavirus positivity, coronavirus testing positive. So there are few people who are getting infected, others are not getting infected. That means coronavirus is not like a dictator. It will infect everybody. Not like that. It is actually subjected to condition. Please understand this word. I know I am going a bit deeper, but please understand this word and spread this to as many people as possible. Let them know the reality of coronavirus. I am sure you are going to share this to as many Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups as possible. So, the coronavirus infection is not dictatorial. It is subjected to conditions. And the conditions are, if your body system allows, if your inner condition allows, then only coronavirus is going to produce an infection, create an infection. Now, this is a great news. Mostly it is a great news. For few people it is a bad news. But I will clarify it further. So if coronavirus is not infecting everybody, means coronavirus needs a precondition, and this precondition is low immunity. Yes, you will be getting coronavirus infection only if you have a low immunity or you are sensitive to getting infected by coronaviruses or some kind of rhinovirus family. So you will be only getting infected if you have tendency for coronavirus infection. That means you will be only getting infected if you are sensitive for coronavirus infection. Means if your immunity is low, then only you have a risk. If your immunity is strong, you carry least or minimum or almost no risk. So now this is a great news, because most of the people are actually having bit of a resistance and a good immunity. There are some people who do not have resistance, have poor immunity, like patients suffering from chronic infections like diabetes, autoimmune diseases and cancer. So all these kind of diseases will lower immunity. Then steroids, anti-allergic medicines, anti-acidity medicines, anti-inflammatory medicines, lot of antibiotics, you are admitted in a hospital. This again lowers the immunity. So lower immunity means high chances of coronavirus infection. Higher immunity means almost no chances of coronavirus infection. So you need to please remember this, that you need to have a good immunity, and this is the best protection. And we are almost the specialists, the global specialists in developing immunity, because we have the world's best plan to develop immunity. So if we can develop immunity, then whatever the disease, for example infectious disease, or even if we can reduce the sensitivity, if we can finish the sensitivity for cancer, if we can put an end to sensitivity for cancer, then we also have protection for cancer and a treatment for cancer and a reversal for cancer. So now, if we can work on genes, if we can work on immunity, and if we can work on mindsets, if we can work on these three things along with the nutrigenomics of the diet, we can definitely have solution for almost all the diseases. So we are actually the genetic health experts. Yes, the genetic health transformation experts who deal with genetically targeted medicines and then genetic reprogramming and mind reprogramming plus nutrigenomics. So if you have these four tools in hand, you can benefit almost every person on the planet. If you are healthy, you can take these medicines to build up your immunity. If you are already having some disease, you can take these medicines and this treatment plan. It is not only medicines, we do a lot of things for you. So you can take this treatment to build up your immunity, reverse your disease and stay protected for coronavirus infection. And therefore we say, let it be corona or a cancer, advanced health have an answer. कोरोना हो या कैंसर, हमारे पास इसका है आंसर. So don't fear, don't panic. This is the real tonic. So thank you friends. I am sure you are going to share this to as many people as possible. Let me acknowledge everybody who is there. Hi Mr. Tapan, Steve, thank you for being here. Tapan, great seeing you here. Good morning Tapan. Nilima, good morning. Chitra Ranjan, yes. Good morning Chitra Ranjan. Yes, we have India. Guru, yes, there are some cases in Kerala. So please stay protected. There may be a case around you which you don't know. So please take care. Watch all the videos. Share these videos to as many people as possible. Just your sharing can save somebody's life. Don't fear, don't panic. And it's the best tonic. You can spread this message all over the world. The world needs this message. That they don't have to panic. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. I will be posting a free consultation link just below this video. If somebody wants a free consultation, please just mention in the comment or book your free consultation and my team will get in touch with you soon. Thank you.